Hello again everybody, this is Amorgin and you're very welcome back to another installment of Mobile Royale. And as we can see there guys, I was getting scouted and I managed to get on here. And I was getting hit by this ROM alliance. I believe there to be an aggressive enough alliance out there. They're called ROM. And Pepp and a few of the guys in Forsaken Knights kindly notified me that I was getting attacked, and I managed to get on and check it out. But luckily enough, I had my troops outside the city. They were off doing something else. Furious Llama, he got some of my resources alright. He hit me a couple of times, and quite a high level player to be hitting a guy like me. You can see there that Evil Squishy from ROM scouted me. Quite high level people to be attacking a lowbie like me at level 10, but there you have it. It's a game of war, and this is what happens. And I suppose a word of advice to Forsaken Knights not to be giving me too many resources and making me an attractive target just yet. A small amount of resources of course is always welcome, lads, but you're making me an attractive target and I don't have half enough crystals and things to get the peace shield, so I may have to move. Now there's Furious Llama's hero, quite a strong looking hero, lads. Level 57, looks a little bit like Joffrey out of Game of Thrones, I think. But yeah, Furious Llama, he set my castle on fire, lads, and not entirely pleased by it, because you can see there that this little mini hive that started to develop up around where myself and Pepp camped, all set on fire, presumably by the same group of people. And we shout out to Toller and Alk there, and Gring, Sir Doug, Lely and Big Tim, who all moved into the vicinity. And apologies to you guys if me being an attractive target brought these attacks along. You suffered at my hands, but fair play to Space there, giving me resources. You can see there guys, you see what was exciting, what this video was meant to be a video celebrating hitting 1 million power, 1 million might. So we can celebrate that. A big congratulations to Amorgin for doing that. One of the things about hitting a million, Pepp was threatening me. I believe that Pepp had threatened to burn me herself if I didn't get to a million. That's not very nice. She's private messaging with Space and a couple of the guys there, saying that she's going to go and burn me if I don't get my finger out. And you know, not very nice, but at the same time, she could do it, so I got the finger out. I got to a million might, and she didn't have to burn me. But we'll come to a wee update on that in a wee minute as well. But we're camped here. Doran Rockaroo, there, shout out to you as well, sitting on the lower level there. And we've got this little mini hive, and you can see inside the castle she's burning badly as well. We had to get the fire brigade out and put these out. But I'm progressing nicely, guys. I'm learning bits and pieces about how this game works. Still not on the ball enough, and like I say, I don't have enough about me to be able to get peace shields properly or anything yet, but I'm learning how it works. Not too heavily dependent on my troops for my power, which I believe to be a good thing, and progressing rightly with a variety of different bits and pieces in it. I don't know what hell is. I done well from hell, it said there, and I done well from regular, so if anybody's able to inform me what the difference in hell and regular are, I'd be interested to hear what that is. And one of the things that I really like about this game, guys, just for a wee change of pace now and again, is these animations in the battle. I think I mentioned it before. It's nice to be able to do your attack and just get it over and done with and look at the battle log or whatever, but it's also nice once in a while to let the animation run and see how we do. And I've been learning about these magical based creatures and and reinforcements coming in there, and you can see I've got cavalry reinforcements coming in, and I'm enjoying it and learning all of the time as I go along. You can see the flashing green screen there. That's more resources coming into me. And the guys in Forsaken Knights, they're very helpful altogether. Anytime anybody gets attacked, they're constantly helping them out and sending them extra resources, and we're building up a wee bit of a following here too. Like Toller and like I seen there earlier, and Khaleesi, and a few of you guys from my Discord. A shout out to you who've all come into this game and joined this game. So anybody else that's interested, anybody out there that's on the Discord and that follows any of the videos, and you fancy chancing your arm at a new wee mobile game, this is something there, guys, you have a wee bit of fun with. And there's a few guys from the Discord already in here, like Pepp and the guys that I mentioned. So I got demoralised there. I didn't entirely lose that battle. The guys ran away, but a nice wee set of rewards from that Ifrit. I like being able to go out and hunt these monsters, but I'm not able to defeat any just yet. I'm getting them down to about 60% maybe. So the time's coming soon where I'll be able to kill a level 1 by myself. I've unlocked these human resources thing from the Sage Tower there as well. And you see Space there giving a shout out to get myself and Pepp some more SS. And I'm working away on these researches, guys. Now, I don't have enough gold for that one because they raided me, but I have a little bit of gold in the satchel here somewhere. So we'll be able to do that and ask for a bit of help. So, discussion going on with the guys there about sending resources and what have you. I'm getting to grips as well with these other areas and trading with them and all of that kind of stuff. So there's my hero, looking good, constantly forging here and upgrading this stuff, which is all helping out. And some point in the future, I'm doing this video solo, guys, but at some point soon, maybe we can get some of the guys from Forsaken Knights back in and do another video on tips and tricks in regards to this game and wee helpful thing. I got a good bit of feedback there on the last video we done when we got Corantus in, and we discussed the different ways and different mechanics of this game, the different ways it works. So I'd be keen to do that again and brush up now a little bit on the stuff that I've still yet to familiarise with. So if any of you guys are willing and able, we'll do that hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll jump into Discord, into the gaming chat, and we can talk through some of this gameplay and what's advisable at lower levels and at higher levels, I guess, in terms of strategy and tactics and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm enjoying this forging. We'll kick on this another wee bit. See, we need more gold there again. So we'll use a few crystals just in that. I suppose I should be saving the crystals for the peace shields and whatever, but we live and we learn. Now, one of the things I'm still familiarising with is these inlays sticking in these gems and stuff to make the item that little bit stronger. There's a lot in it, guys. Still haven't figured out what gems I should be saving for what items and all. I don't know if there's a guide out there for that or whatever, but I'll do trial and error for now anyway. And I'm liking this hero, getting him up to level 24, 25. And like I've said before, loads to collect, and this was one of the first times here that I got my full set of dailies, opened up the 100 chest. I'm waiting for these flames to die out. So it's got hot and heavy, literally, in this game for me, guys. This is the first time that I've ever really been attacked in any real way, certainly by strong players. And I finished up that wee bit of footage and came back in and logged in a couple of hours later, only to find out that Evil Squishy had attacked me again. Rom had attacked me again. But Pepp, in fairness to her, she had a wee word with Squishy, and she told him that it wasn't very nice of such a high level to be attacking such a low level when we're starting to grow. And I know what Pepp's like when she gets a bit wicked, so Squishy obviously listened, because she told him that the least he could do was release my hero, which he done. So a shout out to Evil Squishy, fair play to you, Squishy. I'm going to send you a private message because I played Final Fantasy 15 on mobile, and there was a Squishy there, and I'm wondering, is it the same guy? It's doubtful, but it would be some coincidence if it was. There's Squishy's hero, quite a strong hero as well, and a thank you to Squishy, fair play to you for releasing that hero of mine and letting him do the walk of shame home, and he didn't suffer too much. And we can see there, guys, that my power, my might has dropped down to under 800,000. So that's what I was mentioning earlier about what I would come back to. I was going to do a celebratory thing around 1,000, and I'm glad I didn't now, because since that I'm down to under 1,000,000 might. Sorry, not very pleased with it. So Pepp has threatened to burn me again. She's getting into a wee bit of a habit of it, so to avoid that burning by her, because I know she will, she'd kick me out of the alliance and she'd burn me no problem. So she's a bit vicious like that. She's all smiles and nice, but in reality she's got that mean kind of vicious streak as well. So I'm gonna bust my bollocks here now and go and try to get back to the 1,000,000 just to keep her off my back, and hopefully none of these other ROM lads. There you go, there's the evidence that Squishy released them for me. These ROM lads know where we are now. I'm hoping that they won't be plaguing us now and harassing us all of the time. We may need to move. I think I do have a relocation token, but I don't want to leave these guys in this wee mini hive. Nice new wee avatar there by Pepp. Looks actually a little bit like her. So yeah, guys, that's it for me. That's the latest Mobile Royale video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do another one very shortly. Hopefully we'll do another one with some of the guys from Forsaken Knights. And thanks to all you guys for all this continued support and all the shout outs. And until the next video, guys, look after yourselves and look after each other. And I will catch all of you guys again very, very shortly. Cheers.